It's your man down, Tony producer.
What you say now?
And the Line Dance Connection.
What you say now?
Tap performer. And my girl Queen Sheila.
What you say now?
Come on, get busy. It's the Line Dance Connection. Come on.
Hello, Line Dance family. This is Zandra Colston, and I'm coming live from Montgomery, Alabama. I am sitting in for Queen Sheila, who is in the air. Pray that she has safe. She will have safe passage as she returns home, and your boy Fry. So I'm excited to be here with you today, and I hope you are excited to have me as much as I'm excited to be here. Last week, Queen Sheila and I interviewed Dalton, the producer, and guess what, y'all? I got my shirt. I got my shirt. Look at that. I line dance. But you know what? This is so cool. At the bottom of the shirt, look, it has his logo, Dalton, the producer. And y'all, the shirt feels so good. So good. Now, for those of you who may be interested in the shirt, please don't forget you can actually go and email him. And if you look at the bottom of the screen, you will see his email address, daltontp@gmail.com. Men shirts are $26. Women shirts are $23. And you email him, let him know what you want. And as you see, he will send it right out to you. Y'all, I love my shirt. I can't wait to wear it Wednesday in class. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Today, we have the honor of interviewing someone that is from Chicago. And so, without further ado, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and bring him in and let him tell you who he is. Hello and welcome. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you very well.
Okay. Just wanted to be checking because I do have my own microphone as well. So just want to be checking. But I'm
Awesome.
glad to be here. Thank you for inviting me. Thank Queen Sheila. I mean, it's a shock, but I appreciate the offer.
Nice. So tell us, Mark Reed, right?
Well, Mark Reed. Well, let me just say this. By daytime, Mark is actually a computer teacher. I work in a school district here in Chicago, Harvey School District, and I am computer teacher, tech support. Well, during the pandemic, by the fact that we don't have the kids actually in school, I'm basically tech support. So I was responsible for making sure that all our kids in our school get a Chromebook, and as they got a Chromebook, um, each parent has my email address. So if there's any problems, anything that goes wrong, they email me and let me know. And I kind of fix it and make sure they back on par with everything. Um, Outside of being a school teacher, I am a certified line dance instructor. Actually, there's only two certified male line dance instructors in the Midwest, and that is myself and Mr. Roland Ford. So I'm a certified line dance instructor. I have 3 classes a week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. I enjoy doing line dancing. On top of that, I got to have this. I'm also a DJ. Plus, I'm a graphic designer. The T-shirt that you just showed everybody, those kind of designs are something that I kind of do myself. Although I have to admit, and I have to tell everybody out there, I'm off the kilter, meaning I do designs that you wouldn't normally see on the t-shirt. Oh my God, I
Okay.
like it. And on top of that, I'm a photographer, and I do videos. So I have a little small production company. It's called Up at Night Studios. Usually I work past midnight doing creative designs for somebody, making a video, burning a CD for somebody, just doing all sorts of things because, as you can see, line dance instructor, DJ, graphic designer, video, and photographer. When you think about line dancing, we need all of them. You need a DJ to play the music so that you can dance to.
Yes.
You know, at line dancing parties, line dancers take pictures of everything.
Yes.
Also, if you create a line dance, just call Mark. Mark will videotape your line dance and kind of give it a professional feel to it. On top of that, everybody needs a t-shirt. No matter where we go, especially if we go to St. Louis and flavor and rep your city, we need a shirt to represent our crew. Just call Mark. Mark can design a t-shirt for you and your crew. So you kind of see how it all kind of ties in together. So that's what I basically do. And on top of that, I'm a music lover. I'm a hopeless romantic. I love slow jams and I love romantic movies. I have a big collection of romantic movies. Love and basketball, Jason Lyrics, Two Can Play That Game. You name it, I got it because I just love romance. Black romance is just something
Black.
that just gives me a thrill. So that's me in a nutshell.
Love it, love it, love it. Who would have thought that Mark, the romance dude, That's all right. I love it. I love it. So tell me, um, you are you the founder of 8712 Soul Line Dancing Crew?
Yes, ma'am. 8712 Soul is actually started. It's actually what I can say, the beginning of line dancing for me. Zandra, I started line dancing. Um, I was working as an activity director for an apartment complex. It was a very huge apartment complex, very huge. And because we had so many things to offer, like there were two swimming pools, two fitness centers, a
Wow.
gym, a clubhouse. There was so much that I had to make sure that people that lived on the complex had to stay active. Um, my senior citizens during the daytime, they would walk around the complex. If you walk around the complex, it's 3 miles. As they were walking around the complex, most of them would do it to get in shape. But when the weather breaks, they would go inside to the gym and we would walk around. Now, walking is nice, but it kind of got boring. So I told the seniors, let's do something different. And Zandra, at the point, at that time, only knew 5 line dances. Just 5. Casper slide, the gangster slide, the wobble, the biker shuffle, and the Jamie Foxx slide. That's it. That's all I knew.
Okay.
So I just asked the seniors and I said, let's do something different. Let's just do something we haven't done before. So they was like, go ahead, Mr. Reed, go ahead. So I taught them line dance. I taught them one dance a day. At the end of the week, they loved it. Oh my God, they
Wow.
loved it. So one of the residents said, Mr. Reed, you should have a line dancing class. You are an excellent teacher. And I never really thought about it. And I just like, okay. So I went to the property manager and I told him, I said, people love this line dancing thing. I should do a line dancing class. He said, you know what? You better do a line dancing class. And I said, why do I better do a line dancing class? He said, because we need people to come out to be able to talk to each other, to greet each other. People walk around here like they're scared of each other. So we need you to do a line dancing class. So, I started a line dancing class. I have to be completely honest with you. My first line dancing class was in our gym. I had 99 people in that class.
No.
It was almost like the whole complex came out. And it was terrible for me. Terrible. Why? Can you imagine 99 people if
At
you up in the
first
front,
class.
right? If you up in the front and you calling out whatever, people can't see your feet. It's kind of hard for them. But luckily, I got off the hook because again, you play the wobble enough, get folks out there doing it. Hey, you survive. So that first class was really big, but then I just realized it was just too big. And I gotta put it to you, Z. At that time, I had no knowledge of line dancing terminology. I didn't even know how to count right. I was just really knowing how to teach you to dance so that you could get it. The class started going down a little bit. We got down to about a good 40 or 50 people that can come in consistently a week. Now, at the same time, it was becoming much harder for me. Why? Because this was a lot of women in the class. A lot of
Okay.
women, and you are male. It was hard because they wasn't just coming in the class for line dancing. They were coming in the class and they're like, "Oh my God, our line dance instructor, he is so cute." And I had to stop a
Eh,
lot of stuff. You had to create boundaries around the class to make it where
yes.
people understand this is a line dancing class. We're not up in here to flirting, dating, and all that other kind of stuff. We just in here to line dance. So as the class started progressing, I would go on YouTube and I would look up. I have to admit, Kenny J, Marva Black, um, Thomas Twins, some of them that have been line dancing for many years, and they have videos on YouTube. I would look them up, and I would go home, and I would learn their dances, and then I would teach them in the class. I have to say, a lot of them wasn't really beginner dances, but I mean, it was line dancing. But I would learn their line dances. The young lady Cheryl Williams down there in Texas.
Yes, in
Oh,
Texas.
Cheryl helped me out a great deal. Oh my God. I learned a lot of the dances that she did, and I would learn the dances and teach them in class. After a while, Z, not to make this a long in and out story, the class was saying, "Hey, we've been coming consistently. We should be a line dancing group." And again, I'm not really thinking in those terms, because I didn't think line dancing was as big as I really know what it is now. And I was saying, okay, let's do it. So we threw around some names and we created a T-shirt. My first line dancing group, 8712. The original name of 8712 was called 360 Degrees Divas and Gents.
Okay.
Reason being because they wanted to be a social group that we could reach out to the residents in the community. So
Okay.
we would do a lot of social activities. We would have a social party where we would teach them people line dancing, show them what line dancing is about to try to get people to come to class. Now, 360 started, and I'm sure you know Val Willerhunt here in Chicago. Val used to have a Friday night class that was really the biggest thing in Chicago. I mean, it was really off the chain. So two of my group members went to Val's class, and they said when they got there, they were doing the dances that Val was playing. They said Val said, "Time out, turn the music off." Told Al, her husband, to turn the music off, and they said, she asked them, "Where y'all learning line dancing at?" And they said, "Oh, our line dance instructor name is Mark Reed. He teaches us in Justin, Illinois." And she said, "Well, you tell him to come next week." So next week I came, and that's how I met all the other line dance instructors in Chicago: John Woodhouse,
Wow.
the Thomas Twins, Cynthia Morse, Kathy. I mean, I met everybody who was a line dance instructor in Chicago.
Right.
So the group was getting a kick out of coming on Fridays, because Fridays,
Wow.
I mean, Z, we used to see people like Flavor would come from St. Louis, and they would come to Val's class. Ali
Wow.
James and Common Ground would come, and we would see all these different line dancing groups, and we would be like this. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! And see, it was just so much. It was just so much, and we was just like, in order for us to keep up, we decided, hey, we got to be serious, man, because
Right.
they be jamming. And so one of the ladies suggested 360, but it didn't seem like it flew. So they was like, we need a catchy name. We need something that's different, something that's just stands out. So I said 8712 Soul. And one of the ladies asked me, she said, why 8712? Well, what's the address to this place? The address to the place where we was dancing at was 8712 South 87th Street. So I said 8712 Soul. And I put the soul on there because, Z, just a little small tidbit for everybody that's out there watching. I am a youth minister. That's just something a lot of people don't know about me. That I'm a youth minister
Nice.
and that I minister to young people and sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ with them. And
Hmm.
that actually got me started as far as working with young people because I love
Wow.
sharing young people and helping them understand who God is in their life. So because all my classes, I will always pray for my students after class. And I think even today, that's why a lot of people love coming to my classes because they know that it's not just line dancing. It's fun to dance, but
Yes.
it's being concerned about the souls and the people that God put in
Yes.
front of you.
That's
And
right.
this is a blessing that God has given me. He knows that I have the talents and the gift to teach. That's my hook. Now, when I reel them in, at the end of the day, Z, you never know who's dealing with what.
That's
And
right.
sometimes somebody just need a prayer. And so I will always, every class I've ever had, I always pray at the end of my classes because I want people to understand it's great. We can have fun. We can dance, shake our thing. But at the end of the day, when you go home, sometimes, we're dealing with problems and we use things to be able to escape those problems. Well, I want you to go a little bit further to understand you have a God who loves you so that you don't have to just
Yes.
escape it, that you can actually go to Him to help you with that problem. And as you go to Him to help you with that problem, you'll be okay. It makes your life a little bit more fulfilling. And so we
Amen.
started 8712 Soul, and 8712 Soul started and it grew. Now I think I have about 40, 50 women in my classes who are so
Wow.
dedicated. I love them tremendously because outside of just line dancing, we love to go out. We go to trips together. Back in 2019, Linda Sims, NOLA experience. I took practically
Yes.
all my ladies out there, plus my sister Dawn Avery, she brought her group, and Chi-Town came deep to NOLA, and they
Wow.
they loved it. They loved it. They were
Right.
ecstatic about being in New Orleans and to be down from Bourbon Street where you can do practically anything.
Right.
So it was a great time. So that's how 8712 Soul came to existence. And yes, I'm the CEO. I have a president. I have two women in my group, um, Anjanette Gibson and Elaine Marie. They are great, great people who put together events and parties that we have. I have ladies in my group who I'll design the t-shirt. They make them. Wanda Brown, Cornell Wade, Sherry Cooley. Those ladies in my group, if I give them a design, they can put it on the t-shirt and they make it happen. So that's how
Wow.
87 kind of came, and that's how we exist right now. It's just a group of people who love to dance, but at the same time, the CEO is kind of concerned about your soul.
Amen. I love it. Just a side note, for those of you that are watching us, please do not forget to go out, subscribe to YouTube, Facebook. When you go out to YouTube, please go over there and click the little bell that's over on the side, okay? If you would like to make a donation, as you see at the bottom of the screen, you have Cash App, or you can even do PayPal. But with that being said, I am very, very impressed. And I'm impressed because now this is not about me, I know. But do you not realize we have so much in common? And I'm sitting here like, what? You know, just because, now I'm gonna get back to you, but I too, I worked with the youth for several years. Before my class began, we have to pray. I can't start my class without praying. I'm actually on just a little side thing, photography slash videographer. We do, I do a little bit of that. And I'm just sitting here like, wow, we have so much in common. I was even in Linda Sims event in 2019 with some of my ladies, and I'm like, wow, we've just been going around each other. It's like, But I heard you say you're a certified line dance instructor, and I too am a part of ICLDI. And so
I kind of knew that already, ma'am. I did a couple of your videos for the videos that we used to do last year. Remember that was Mark and
that's
put those
right.
videos together.
That's right. That's right. That's right. During the pandemic, when we first got into it, that's right. We had to submit our videos to you, and you were the one who put it all together. That's
And
right.
sis,
Sure
sis,
did.
let me say this. To be able to do that, I would say it was one of the greatest opportunities to meet you, Queen, because I was now branching out, seeing other certified line dance instructors who, do some of the same things that we do here in Chicago. And, again, I don't meet a lot of male certified line dance instructors other than Roland,
Right.
Douglas, and Hawkins, I think, Hitman.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, it's nice to be able to meet you guys, to see the things. That's why when she sent me the email and said they want to interview me, I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. I look up to y'all. Y'all talking about interviewing me. I'm like, what? I mean, you guys are some of the staples in line dancing. I mean, y'all do things that a lot of us are trying to get to that level of being able to reach out to a lot of different people because y'all been doing it a lot, probably a lot longer than I have. So it's truly a blessing to be able to put the videos together that we used to do, and to be able to sit down and just talk, chit chat with you guys. So thank you again.
Oh, thank you. We thank you for coming on. And I mean, you have such your talents. I mean, they're amazing. And this is your contribution. And like you were already saying, or like you said, that you are DJ. And from events that I've had, I'm like, you know what? Everybody cannot DJ your line dance events. And to be a line dance DJ, I think is amazing because I think you can keep everything flowing, keep the people on the floor, and they understand.
And girlfriend, it's not so much as just keeping everything flowing. I think in line dancing, what we sometimes get away from, and this is just me,
Mhm.
is that you have to make sure everybody, everybody has a good time. From the
Yes,
beginner to the advanced person, everybody should be able to get on that floor and just let go, let loose. And as a DJ, I think that's your sole responsibility to make sure that the beginner person who only knows no trouble or the wobble or the gangster slide, play it. I know
that's it.
some of us advanced line dancers, we get to the point where we'll be like, nobody want to do the wobble. But you got to remember, at line dancing events, there are people from all over. And
That's right.
music and dance, especially among African Americans, music and dance brings us together. It's something that touches us in the soul. I mean, it's part of our African roots. It touches us in the soul. And because of that, as a DJ, play that wobble. Let that beginning get out there and just wobble, wobble, wobble.
Just wobble with it, huh?
There you go. There you go. Your intermediate line dancers, those people who want a little bit more of a challenge, go ahead. Play Chris Blues do so they can get out there and they can do that smooth line dancing.
Right.
And then for the beginners who really, for the advanced people who really want to do the advanced stuff, hey, one of my favorite advanced line dances, Crescendo by Miko from TCA. Play it. But the whole point is make sure everybody gets an opportunity to dance. Because a lot of these people, a lot of these events, these people pay good money and they want to come out, they want to have a good time, they want to dance. And they want to meet other people at the same time. So you were absolutely right. I think with the talents that God has blessed me with, the line dancing community, I would want to enhance it, not so much just with the line dancing part, but the people part. Because I think if we all kind of come together, we branch off each other, doing things like this, interviewing each other, getting to know each other, sharing the gifts and the talents that we have with one another. Now you can branch that out. So if Z finally has an event and 3,000 people come to her event, she knows she can touch not only John Woodhouse or Chris Blues or Ron, she can also call Mark and DJ so-and-so. She can call other DJs who also do line dancing. So again, that's the way of us branching out as we get to know and become more familiar with one another. That's why I thank God for the blessings and the talents, so that we can help each other. Because I may have something that you may need, and you may have something that I may need.
Absolutely.
And sis, we call it soul line dancing, right? Well, if it's soul line dancing, then it's coming from the soul.
The soul. That's it. That's it. That's it. And I love that Queen established this platform because, it is a platform where we can interview the line dancers, recording artists, producers. Who would have thought that, we would have introduced some of the producers that we have had on the show. And I'm looking not just producers, but other instructors and people that love the fellowship and just the family of line dancers as we do. It's heartwarming. It's a blessing for me.
And it makes you feel good because as you cross your hands, you're like, oh, God.
Absolutely. You felt that. You felt me.
I feel you, sis. I feel you.
Absolutely. And that's the beauty of it. And I just only look and I pray that it continues to grow even more, because now the next time we are at a function and I see you, I'll know exactly that's Mark. Hey, Mark,
There go Z. Z, what's up?
Exactly.
And now we can collaborate. We can do things together. Let me share this with you. The first time I met Bernadette from Philadelphia, I was always amazed. This woman is extremely talented when it comes to choreography.
Extremely, yes.
I like to create line dances, and I have several of them. I think I have about 20 of them on YouTube. I love to create, but I don't think I can do it. It's back to back like Bern can.
Every day, every other day, or what? I'm like,
yes. The girl is extremely talented. But the first time I met her, it was. I can't lie. I was like, oh my God! Not only is she a talented line dancer, she fine too. Oh wait. And it was just amazing. And again, you meet these people and you're like, man, one of these days I want to create something with her. My first time meeting Kenny J. from what I've seen of him on YouTube, brother can dance. The
Smooth.
brother can dance. Um,
Yes.
Stefan, you know what? People always
Yes.
ask me when I line dance that they ask why I don't show off, why I don't really do the dancing that I know I could. And I always say, you know what? I know I'm being watched, so because I'm being watched, I don't want to look like a showboat or anything. But
Uh-huh.
when I do dance and I really want to clown, as they say, there's one
Uh-huh.
person that always comes to my mind, and that is Stefan. Because when I first saw him dance, I used to say, "Man, that brother can dance." He had that hip hop flavor to it. At the same time, he line dancing. So it was amazing to finally meet him. When I first met him in person, I was like, "Wow!" And realized he a cool dude, and he's just a Devon can be crazy just as well as he can be cool with you. So it's nice to be able to meet all these different people. And now, as we move forward in the 21st century, we can collaborate more, we can do things more with each other. And I just think that can make line dancing such a beautiful thing. People love to
Right.
step. Stepping is huge. But man, you just throw a line dancing party somewhere, man, you start seeing, man, line dancers, they
Uh,
come, don't
yes, yes. And that's what I really like. I'm starting to get into stepping. I was first introduced to stepping by Jay Mose at Queen Sheila's event at the symposium. And I was like, "Ooh, okay." But then I began to desire to learn more, but you got to have a partner for that, right?
right.
So, I kind of drafted X. I was like, "Douglas, you're my dance partner." Okay. Now we never see each other much at all, but that's who I say my partner is. So anyway, um, I fell in love with line dancing because you don't need a partner. It's just you. And you can go out and enjoy. And I have fallen even more so in love with the line dance family because every time we see each other, like the next time I see you, it's going to be like a family reunion. I'm like, and that's just the love that we share with each other and amongst the line dance family. And it's like we meet family. I won't say friends, it's family. We meet family right there on the floor. I'm like, hey, and that's the family. And I love it. I love it. I love it.
And on
So
top
with
of it, now that you a line dancer, when ain't nobody looking, you find yourself doing your line dances all by yourself.
yes. Or look, and I'm sitting at work, right? And I'm over here trying to concentrate, but a dance is in my head and my feet are just going. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, and it's
You be in the grocery store and a line dancing song come on and you're like, hold on a minute.
absolutely yes. I love it. I love it. And it's just wow, it's just the love. It's the fun, the laughter, the unity, all of those great components that
I can see
that
it in
just
your
makes
eyes, girl. I can see it in your eyes.
Oh, I love it. I do. I love it. I love it. So tell me this. You said that you have choreographed about 20 some odd songs or dances to songs. What's the last one that you have choreographed?
The last line dance I just created is on YouTube. It's called Crushed Ice. Um, it's done to Chris Brown and I'm trying to think of the other artist's name, but the name of the song is called "Blow My Mind."
Blow my
And
mind.
the inspiration of it comes from my daughter. Um, Z, um, I have two daughters. Their mom is Jamaican, and so my daughters, a lot of times they used to get teased, and they say they are Jamaicans because their mom is from Jamaica. and their dad is from the west side of Chicago. So they have a love for their Caribbean music and for Afro vibe music. And my
Mm-hmm.
daughter, believe it or not, she actually watched. Her last name is Green. I think she's in Detroit, and she does a lot of
And
line dancing. I can't get her name, but I know her last name is
it's
Green.
not Angela Green, is it?
No, it's a she's in Detroit, I think, and I know she does
Okay.
a lot of line dancing to Afro music. And my daughter
Okay.
has seen a couple of her dances. So my daughter, she loves Chris Brown too. And because of the music and the vibe, my daughter's like, Daddy, you need to make a dance off this song. So, when I hear a song, if I let me just say this in choreography, a line dance, I don't do it just to be trying to make a line dance. That's when I make a line dance, I do it because when I listen to the music, you close your eyes. I'm a music lover. When you close your eyes and when you hear the song, and if it's just something about the song that just touches you, you know what? I'm gonna make something out of it. And it makes me feel like I need to dance to this. So I'll create something to it. And my daughter gave me the music, and I was like, okay, let me make something to this. I love the music. I love it. And that is how I kind of get into the chorus. But it's called Crushed Ice. The song is Blow My Mind.
Awesome. I will be looking that up after we get off. And let me see. I want to ask you, out of all the things that you do, DJ, photography, videographer, you instruct, you are a teacher. And by the way, congratulations on your Teacher Appreciation Award. And but out of all of those things, what's your favorite pastime?
Believe it or not, I love to DJ because I love music. As a matter of fact, I was mentioning in DJ every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday night. There's an app called Band, and every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday night, I host what we call Late Night Chill, whereas I play slow jams. I told you I hope it's romantic, and so all the readers out there that are watching, y'all want to hear some slow jams Sunday night. Been did everything throughout the weekend. You want to relax, you want to kick back, get your favorite glass of wine, and you want to hear some Teddy P, some Marvin Gaye, some Luther Vandross. I got you. But out of all that, DJing, line dancing, working with the kids, I had to be honest with you, Z. I'm a basketball fanatic. My first love was actually basketball. Z, let me share this with you.
Okay.
Growing up as a kid, I grew up in the housing projects in the West in Chicago. And
Mm-hmm.
for a lot of people, the housing complex was depressing. For me, it was motivation. Because
Okay.
me and my brothers, we all motivated ourselves. We're gonna get my mom and daddy out of this. We don't want to live like this for the rest of our life. So, and I thought my ticket out of the ghetto was basketball.
Okay.
Played grammar school basketball, played high school basketball. Um, I went to Jackson State University, did 2 years. Now, it didn't actually pan out the way I wanted to because when I was 18 years old, Z, and I knocked no 18-year-old kid out there these days. I had this thinking, I'm going in the NBA. I'm going to make it in the NBA. Ain't no ands, ifs, or buts about it.
Okay.
I had to sit down with my pastor. And my pastor said, so Mark, so what are you going to do when you graduate from grammar school? And I said, Pastor, I'm going to college. I'm playing basketball. I'm actually going to, Pastor, can I break it down for you? He said, sure, go ahead, break it down for me. Okay. Once I leave high school, I'm going to DePaul University on a basketball scholarship. I'm going to make DePaul the number one college basketball team in the nation. We're going to win maybe 1 or 2 national championships. After I graduate from DePaul, I want to get drafted by the Chicago Bulls, play for the Bulls for about 10, 11 years, maybe win 1 NBA championship. After that, I want to retire, live on the south side of Chicago in Hyde Park. 4 kids, Marquise, Marquisha, Marquita, and Marcus, and I was just gonna live it up. So I had it all mapped out. Pastor looked at me and he said, "So what happens if you blow that knee out?" And see, it didn't hit me until somebody had to literally slap you and say, "Okay, what happens if you do blow that knee out?" And I didn't think about it that far. That's why I don't knock kids these days who have that dream of being something, because I understand, everybody has a dream, but you always have to be rest assured if you don't make it, what happens next? So
That's right.
Pastor said, "Mark, sit down." He gave me a pencil and paper. He said, "Write down 25 things that you love to do so much that you would do it for free." So I said, "Oh, that's easy. I can do that." Wrote down 25 things. He said, "Mark, I want you to scale it down to 15. Okay. Start cutting up. Said, "You got it?" I said, "Yeah." 15. He said, "I want you to scale it down to 5. Start cutting up. Got it down to 5. He said, "You got 5. I said, "I'm in there." He said, "I want you to knock it down to 2. Wow. And it took me some thought, but there's only 2 things in this world that I love to do so much that I do for free. Number 1, play basketball and work with some kids." And he said, "Mark, you have just found your career choice. That's what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life." And see, here I am
Wow.
sitting here. I've been working with kids for almost 30 years in my life. From youth ministries
Wow.
to Boys and Girls Club, YMCAs, school districts. I've always had a
Wow.
love for working with young people. But notice that second thing, basketball. I love basketball. Now, I understand guys like Freddie Edmonds and Carlos Vera, they love to try to talk about guys in line dancing who can play basketball. And I have to let them know, please don't come to me like that, because see, I do have to say this. I have the Michael Jordan complex, meaning I do. I'm very competitive. Now, as I don't gotten older, I don't calm down a little bit. But recently I went to play some basketball with some guys who were like, it's 40 and over. And when I walked in the gym, one of the guys knew me. And the guy said, hey, y'all see the dude right there with the black on? Reason why I wear black is because, when I play basketball, I step into the basketball court like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson used to step in the ring with all black on. He hit you with 1 punch and he'd knock you out. When I step on the basketball court, you better bring your A game. Because if you don't bring your A game, I'm going to hurt you. So, when I walked in, the guy said, "Hey, y'all see this dude right here? Hey, keep y'all eye on him. He can play basketball." So, people know me from my basketball skills because they know when it comes to basketball, oh, I get serious when it comes to basketball.
I love
Oh, man.
it.
So that's my one true love outside of all the things that I do. I love to play basketball. I have to stay in shape. We getting older, so I have to stay in shape. And I know a lot of people say, "Mark, you 54 years old. Why are you playing with the 20 years old?" Well, for one, they're going to put a test to you and they're going to make you bring your A game. The moment when I can't hang with them 20-year-olds, then I'll hang it up. In the meantime, I ain't worried about them.
It's on. I love it. Oh man, we could go on. This has been such a joy. I have thoroughly enjoyed having you on and just
Thank you.
being able to just converse with you, get to know you, and I look forward to seeing you really, really, really soon. I don't know where we're gonna meet up at, but I'm looking forward to it. I I'm just you got me all pumped. I'm all like, hey,
Well,
yes.
hopefully, as COVID kind of comes down and America gets vaccinated, and most people open up their states and line dancers start to begin to host more parties. Hopefully, we're gonna run into each other in a line dancing party. I see Trish and Mike trying
Yes.
to get UC back up. So hopefully January 2022, we probably will see each other at a line dancing event. And don't be shy, because I'm gonna be like, Z, remember when we was
Mm-mm.
talking about,
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, hey, mom.
and
Yes.
hey, don't put it past you. Find you a song. We probably can collaborate and make something together. You never know.
Awesome. Awesome. Yes, absolutely. And with that being said, I do have a couple of announcements. And one of those announcements would be this year in October, the 1st and 2nd of October, Queen Sheila and the LDC, they are holding their annual Urban Line Dance Symposium. Their theme is Together We Can, United We Stand, a night at the Oscars. She's planning to have such a wonderful night that Saturday. We come dressed up in our tiaras, the ladies and the men. You come in your tux and your suit, whatever you want. And we dance. I heard her say it was supposed to be oh my goodness, a review, a Motown review will be taking place, and some of the instructors would be Kenny J is on the list to come. Rundy is on there. Your boy Fry, Lamont Fearson, and we have Rara. Yes, Rara will be there. Rolene
From
Sullivan
Florida.
out of Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah,
Jackson.
them gold line dancers, them some bad line dancers down there in Florida.
Yes. But please, if any of you are interested in it, please go out, look on Queen Sheila's page, and she's advertising. She's only going to have 140 people in attendance. So first come, first serve. And Montgomery is planning to be in the house. So we will be there from Alabama. And what else? Oh, I got a shout out. I would like to shout out Kenny J. I gotta get, this weekend was the weekend where Lord, look, everything want to leave me, but it gotta come back. Jay Most, he hosted his event in Minnesota. And so Kenny J and his team went down there to compete in that line dance portion. So I gotta say, congrats to the I Am Kenny J line dance performance team. They represented New Jersey. They took first place in Minnesota All-Star Bash line dance competition. And so
Shout
I
out to
had
Kenny J.
yes, yes. And then I gotta give a shout out to 8712, 8712 Soul Line Dance Crew, looking at our very own Mr. Mark Reed, all the way from Chicago. So I'm so glad that you came out today to be a part of this podcast, share a part of yourself with us. And I'm just looking forward, as I said, to meeting you in person. And because we family now.
Z, I just want to close out and say thank you for having me. Most importantly, thank you for making this an easy going experience. You kind of relaxed me, made me feel like, Mark, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Just be yourself, and you be okay. Thank you for that. I really appreciate that because,
Awesome.
again, these kind of things, you don't get them that often. And when you get them, you want to make sure, okay, what do I say? How do I say what I say? You get nervous and everything, but thank you. I appreciate it. Tell Queen Sheila, hopefully in the future we will meet up and we will get together. We will share that dance floor again sometime. I'm very hopeful. Why? Because, like I said, at the beginning of the pandemic, a lot of people started losing hope. But I like to think if you stay prayed up, And you know that when it's all said and done, God is still on the throne. So
Amen.
all we have to do is just keep our eyes focused on Him. And as we have seen, things are coming down, things are getting better, people getting vaccinated. Our country is moving on. And now as things start to pick up, hopefully line dances will bring our family back together and we can all share the dance floor again. Again, thank you and Queen City so much. I really appreciate this.
Awesome. Well, as I told you, Mark, I thank you because I was like, woo. I'm like, it's just gonna be the two of us. But hey, but look, is anything too hard for God? Not so. I'm excited. As I said, I'm so grateful. I thank you for your closing remarks. I have to, let me give you our etiquette. We try to throw out some every week. One of those etiquettes would be make sure to always stay within your line as you're dancing and be modest, be at least elbows apart so that you don't run into anyone. And if you're line dancing on an open floor, stay towards the middle of the dance floor with watch out for the couples that may be dancing around on the outside. And because we always want to be respectful to all of the dancers that's on the floor. And so with that being said, thank you for joining in. And we look forward to seeing you all next week. And actually next week, I think Queen should be interviewing your sister, our sister, Miss Dawn Avery, the Divas. And so please tune in, share, and share some more. Don't forget to go out and subscribe to YouTube and Facebook. And those donations, I know Queen would appreciate it. As she always in her podcast, love is not worth having unless you've given it away. And here's some of ours. So thank you. Thank you, Mark, again. It's been a pleasure. Looking forward to seeing you and have a great evening, Line Dance family. See you later.